Arriving in Sligo before 10:15 on a weekday. And I suppose this isn't good enough. And of an early morning commuter train from Longford to arrive in Sligo before 9 a.m. But looking at an early morning train service that will reach people in, so people are able to work in Sligo in the morning, but they'll also be able to go to attend lectures. Because Legion Ambition, and one which has been proven that's going to work, and this is thanks to the great work in an engineering graduate at A2 Sligo. And that's the delivery of an early morning commuter train from Longford to Sligo, and possibly an evening train going back in the evening as well. So it would be that the train would arrive in at it would be 8:19 at little or no extra cost. Because at the moment, the first train that arrives into Sligo is 10:16. They don't, I mean, most people start work between 8 and 9, and they're not able, if you're arriving in at 10 o'clock, you're not going to be able to get the train. It affects people having hospital appointments. We have a serious problem about student accommodation. Like, we have a big problem about student accommodation. With the wonderful ATU that we have in Sligo, there is a big problem about student accommodation. And this is having a significant negative impact on students, workers, people wanting to attend morning appointments. But I mean, this has been coming from the ATU, it's coming from hospitals, it's coming, you know, from general workers in Sligo, that this would be like transforming if there was a train that arrived in Sligo at 8 o'clock in the morning. And because we have a student housing crisis in Sligo, this would really alleviate a lot of that, because it seems to me like an easy win. Barry Kenny of Irish Rail saying that hope in relatively short term to be delivering this, we don't want all the commuting to be focused on Dublin. But there's a suggestion, though, that we could have, is that a train could leave Sligo empty at 4 o'clock in the morning, go to Longford, and then on its way back, it moves from Sligo to back, and it'll arrive in at 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been recently speaking to a young postgraduate student who has completed a research study around this in ATU, around rail traffic in Sligo. Her findings are surprising. We can alleviate some of the housing crisis that's here. We can alleviate some of the infrastructure difficulties that are within the bigger cities, but we need the infrastructure to match that. There is a train available in Longford at this time, and also that there's staff there. There are staff available in Longford. This would benefit students, workers, tourists and people attending medical appointments. Called like a train spotter at this stage. But the trouble with being a train spotter, though, in the northwest is that you're restricted to one line, the Sligo-Dublin, and if you happen to be based at the end of the line, which I am in Sligo town, there's nothing to spot travelling east to west before 9 o'clock in the morning, and nothing to spot travelling west to east at after 7 p.m. in the evening.